Now that we have shown you the museum complex, we'd like to take you for a short ride in the Jenny and tell you a little about the museum's operations. After we land, we will begin our tour of the museum itself. Please fasten your seatbelt for takeoff and make sure your goggles fit snugly. Here we go. The first thing we want you to know is that, except for the Director of Restorations, the museum is run entirely by volunteers. None of what you are about to see would be possible except for these people. The museum is always in need of volunteers. If you can't donate items or money, can you donate time? Depending on your talents and experience, you may be able to work in one of the following areas: the front desk and gift shop area, administrative assistance, museum and display upkeep, fundraising, or the restoration shop. Many airplane or automobile museums contain static displays. Their display items are for looks only and do not really operate. WAAM is what we like to call an operational museum. The majority of our mechanical devices actually work. The airplanes fly, the automobiles drive, and the engines run. Most of the airplanes have certificates of airworthiness and are flown from time to time. For example, our Jenny was flown several times last summer. Likewise, the automobiles are taken for drives on a regular basis. About 90% of the automobiles are owned by private owners, whereas about 90% of the airplanes are owned by the museum. Other mechanical devices in the museum, such as motorcycles, hit-and-miss engines, tractors, and even firearms, are all operational. Since the museum opened in September 2007, well over 10,000 visitors have gone through the museum, over 500 per month. At least 20% of the visitors arrange for overnight lodging. At least 50% of the visitors have a local meal. At least 300 antique and classic cars drive to the museum each year. At least 300 antique and classic airplanes fly into the museum each year. Depending on how you receive this video, additional information may have accompanied it. We encourage you to examine or use these materials, which may have included a cover letter, hours and prices, a mission statement, contact information, information about memberships and donations, and possibly even a WAAM decal. Great ride, hey? Now let's go inside the museum and see what it's all about.